Hi guys, so I'm in a little dilemma, or maybe not. So from the beginning that I decided to do this YouTube, I have been completely transparent with you all. I mean, I'm giving you the raw, uncut meat. This is who I am, and this is who I am in general. Anywho, moving forward, I am in a little dilemma, and as some of you know, I lost my job back in July of last year. I am up to my neck with my bills. And it's like, although I am a teacher and I tutor on the side, I am trying to grow my YouTube. There's other things that I have in mind to do. It's like, it's nonstop. I'm constantly like on the go trying to make money. You understand? This is, my little side hustles here and there. Anywho, moving forward. And I'm doing my budgeting and I'm like, okay, unfortunately, this is embarrassing, but again, I'm being myself. I have a lot of bills. I am, and I'm just up to my neck, and it's just the math is not mathing. So I am considering in filing bankrupt. So I've gone on ChatGPT. I've asked friends. Have done everything, you name it, to try to play catch up with my bills, and it's like it's like money going down the drain. It's never ending. I have some friends that are like, please, no, don't do that. That's on your credit for 10 years, which I've done my research. I know. There's other people that have telling me, you know what, I've done it, and I'm already, getting credit cards within 2 years. Start fresh, start clean, on a clean slate. You're not the first one going bankrupt, and you're not going to be the last one either. But it bothers me, and let me tell you something. This is such a sensitive topic for me because I don't like to talk about my finances. And maybe this is why I'm in the hole that I am, because I am a go-getter. I will do anything. Hold on. Not literally, but meaning as far as like, I'm a go-getter in that aspect. Like, hey, I need to figure it out one way or the other. I don't have, number one, I don't like talking about my finances. Number two, I don't have a handout. That's for sure. I don't. If you guys, again, I will say this over and over and over, knew about my life, you guys will be like, well, damn, Evie, you figure it out. At the end of the day, I will figure it out. But I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I don't know whether or not to file bankrupt. At this point, I'm headed more towards going bankrupt, because I feel like, hey, every little money that I'm paying to these credit cards, to me, I say like, okay, it's a waste of money. Yes, I'm holding on to my to all of these credit cards, but at the end of the day, nothing's getting resolved. I'm still in the same financial hole, as opposed to, hey, if I were to file bankrupt, unfortunately, I understand that it stays on your credit for 10 years. But then again, there's people that have done this that tell me, hey, I'm already receiving credit cards, and and you just start on a clean slate. Within 2 years and a half, yeah, it'll stay in your credit for 10 years, but already within the 2 years or 2 years and a half, you have credit cards that start sending you credit. Now, I've read some pros, cons. Well, I don't think there's ever a pro when you're filing bankruptcy and when you're going bankrupt. I mean, the only thing is that, and it will be Chapter 7, because I don't, at the moment, it's not like I own my house, at least not yet. And so it more than likely it'll be a Chapter 7. Some people's like, just start over. You're not the first one to file bankruptcy. You're not going to be the last one. So with that being said, if any of you have been through this process, and can give me your input as far as like your experience, like, hey, you know what, this is what I experienced, this is how long ago I did it, this is how long it took me to, you know, get back credit cards. Has it affected you in any way, if, you know, in your future, as far as you purchasing, you know, getting a loan, or purchasing a vehicle, or purchasing your home? Like, this is more details that I need to find out. And I mean, again, I've done my research online, and it tells you online, like, hey, you know, no, you know, it doesn't affect you as far as like in the future. The only things that I've read that you might want to consider and think about is maybe future, like maybe someone probably offering you a loan in the future. You know, that might be a little more, you know, these are things that they may look at. Would it affect, let's say, if I were to get married? That was something that I wanted to, you know, that I was really considering. But according to what I've read in my own research, no, it does not affect your significant other, because you're doing it individually. You're not doing something jointly, so it's not like it would affect you. So yeah, that's my dilemma that I'm going through right now. And I you know, they tell you to consider how much money are you in debt. You know, are you 8,000 or are you 100,000? I'm not 100,000, nowhere near that, but I'm not 10,000 in the hole either. I have done everything to save my credit, meaning I've been holding on to it, and it's like nothing gets resolved. So at this point, again, that's my route. That's the route that I'm headed. But I rather hear from someone who's been through it, and then when you did it, and then now in the future, how has it affected you? And I hope that I can engage with some of my followers, or even new followers, subscribers, I'm sorry, that's been through the same situation. You never know who in the comments might be going through a situation and they just don't want to talk about it. And I think that's the thing with me, that I'm very transparent. I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. I don't mind. You understand? I'm not perfect. I've made my mistakes. And unfortunately, you know, here I am. And it's not the end all be all. But, you know, unfortunately, this is where I'm at. You know, and I want to let you guys know, like, hey, you know, I'm in this situation. You might be going through this situation, and again, you don't want to talk about it, because again, with me, that's my dilemma. I am very to myself when it comes to personal things, be it finance, be it just things that I go through in my life. I don't like to talk about my things. You understand? But at the end of the day, I'm human, and I know I'm not the only one, and that's the only way you can get help, is if you open your mouth. Closed mouth don't get fed. You understand? And that's something that I'm working on. Unfortunately, that's one of my downfalls, is that. But I don't want to continue dragging this on or sounding tedious. But again, please, if someone hears this, if one of you or some of you can repost this video, send it to a friend, that you can let them know, like, hey, you know what, you're not the only one. Or maybe, you never know, maybe somebody's been in this situation and they can guide me. Please drop, you know, your comment, leave me a comment below, and, you know, let me know your experience. And, you know, I would love to engage with you all. And just know that I'm human, and I am not perfect, and I know neither are you. And you just never know who this may reach. You never know. You just don't know. So please, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Till next time.